Background. For those of you who don't know me, I am the daughter of 01, um, Sir Eddie Onia, if you know him. I arrived in Milan when I was 12 years of age, and I started working as an English teacher when I was 18. So that was my first work. And I had experience working in different companies, including an IT company. I am currently about to graduate in international communications in the University of Milan. I only
Wow.
have three more exams and my thesis.
Wow.
I
That's good. That's
already
good.
I already tried and tested some MLM companies, but saw a future in CROWD1. So as I said before, I worked in an IT company. And before, I already tried a lot of companies where my dad tried to have a successful life, let's say. But unfortunately, many of those did not work. Or if they did, they just worked for a small span of time, and then after that, let's just say that the success was not really how can you say it did was not a long term success. So it did not change our lives, and I after a while of trying a lot of MLM companies, I was starting to get very skeptical. So I did not believe 100% in in the companies anymore. But me and my husband still supported my fathers because of out of respect, and deep down we wanted to have a better future too. Who would not want that? So but then when I saw this company, and I was working in that IT company back then, when I saw CrowdOne, my skepticism was totally obliterated because I saw that it has a great application. First of all, it has a great website. So, in an IT point of view, it's very hard to create a working platform that's available to millions of people. So, as we know, there are possibilities that a site can crash because of the users, of the amount of people using it at the moment. But for some reason, this company was able to work on it. And behind that application, behind that website is an army of professionals working on them. So if you want to understand if something is legit, you just need to look if the application or the website is working well. So that's one of the ways you can understand that if a company is legit or not. So when I saw that, I was convinced that this is indeed a working company. And then after that, as we all know, they launched Migster. The IT company that I was working for was creating the main purpose of that IT company was to create games for children. So I know how hard it is to create a game from zero. It involves a lot of people. So as we know, if you've already opened your Mixter, there are a lot of games, and there are a lot of sponsors. There are a lot of sponsorships, and so I was convinced furthermore, and as we know, there are other products like Life Trends and everything, and every one of these products work. So um, dun pa lang. So just having that point of view is already a great, how do you say it? Convincing power. Had already a great convincing power to me. So yeah, and after that, we worked on this company. Me and my husband we were willing to help our father, and we were willing to show our faces, because in the last companies that we joined, in we were, how do you say it, we were not that active, so we were not 100% certain of the legitimacy of those companies. So we didn't want to show our faces, because of course, if you show your face, then how can you say it, you um you're putting out your personal life out there, and no, maybe that's not the term. So you make yourself known to people that you are working with that company. So uh how you can say it, in the past companies, we were not that convinced of the legitimacy, so we did not put our faces out there. While in this CROWD1, we helped my dad, our father, Eddie, Onia. um, my husband is also a presenter, and I help with the hosting some of the days, because we really know that, and we are really convinced that this is a legit company. It has all um, the permits in different countries and everything. If we hear that this is a scam company and stuff, unfortunately, a mindset of the Filipinos is what you call, you cannot how can you say it, Filipinos have a crab mentality. So they always have a negative thing to say, especially to MLM companies, because well, we cannot blame them, because there are indeed a lot of scam companies out there. But CROWD1 is different, because it, if it gives us a timeline. So they always follow the timeline. They do not break their promises. So if they promise us one thing, us members something, they do it. So before I finish, I would like to give a couple of quotes. The first one is, the most successful people in this world recognize that taking chances to get what they want is much more productive than sitting around being too scared to take a shot. So, to those of you out there who is still doubting this company, I encourage you to take the step and work for it, and work for your a successful life, because CROWD1 really works, and it's been a blessing to us, especially in the time of the pandemic, because it changed our lives for the better. We are going towards that financial freedom, and maybe some of you don't know, I recently got married on September last year. So that was planned for April, but unfortunately, as we know, we started lockdown on February last year, 2020, and one of the few positive things that we experience um, during this pandemic in the last year was indeed CROWD1, because it helped us to be it helped us financially. So it helped us, me and my husband, to get the house we're in. It helped us to pay for an investment we have in the Philippines. We already finished paying that, and it also helped us in our bills and some of the payments for our simple civil wedding. So most of those that we spent on those things were from CROWD1. So yeah, and another quote that I would like to share to you is, success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, and sacrifice. So success is no accident. There is no such thing as easy money. So for those of you who are here and are thinking that in this company you just need to join, and then after that you'll have a huge gain without doing anything, well, it's not true. So maybe there are people who are saying that this company is a scam, because indeed they were thinking that without working they would gain something. It's not that. It's not as easy as that. So as I said, success is no accident. So we need to work hard for it. So in this company, we still need to work hard on on um, on the ways of like Pastora said, that there are ways how to gain income from CROWD1, and we need to work hard to reach our goals, and we need to work hard on our deepest why, and we need to have also perseverance, because indeed there are a lot of negativity out there. But if we know our deepest why, and we remember why we are working hard, and if we want to if you want to go beyond that cycle of employee cycle, okay, we would have perseverance and we would work hard, okay. And there is also a part of learning and studying. And one of the ways of learning and studying is, in fact, being in one of these webinars. So we encourage you all to always join us in these webinars, and not only in this, but also in our international. So we can all learn a lot in this company, and we can by learning, we can share the knowledge that we learn to others, and hopefully we can change our lives for the better, and the lives of other people. So that's my short testimony. I was again surprised, because um, every time that my dad chooses me to testify, to give a testimony, he says it like an hour, or less than an hour before the testimony itself. But in this company, there is always uh, how do you say it, character, or there's always a character of surprise. So the arrival of CROWD1 and the changes that it gave in our lives were not expected to. So um, to those of you out there, expect the non-expected. Do you say it like that? Expect the how, Pastor Lilia, how can you say that? Expect the
Expect the unexpected.
expect the unexpected.
You must be like Boy Scout and Girl Scout.
Yeah, exactly. So let's expect the unexpected in this company. Ayan. So that's my short testimony. And so for now, Sir Eddie, are we going to call the other participants, or are we continuing